surely appreciate it. What you about to witness is my thoughts. Just my thoughts, man. Right or wrong, just what I was feeling at the time. You ever felt like this? Vibe with me. Walk with a nigga, man. Vibe with me. Yo, gather around.
Blue Underground, and this video is about the truth about what I feel about Backbreaker, Madden, 2K5, or just any football game in general, just football games in general. Most people, this is just from my observations, people who have played football enjoy Backbreaker. Now, most people who enjoy video games basically enjoy Madden. So, albeit your casual gamers or just people, even football, people who enjoy football in general enjoy Madden as well. But on the overall scale, those people who like Madden more so than football like Madden more than Backbreaker, if you followed that. But that's the reason I think that the camera, the Backbreaker camera, bothers them. They want to be comfortable seeing the entire field, when people who have been on the field actually know that that's not true. Now, Backbreaker is a third-person type of camera, but we all know that 2K5 had the realist camera with the first-person perspective. That was an option in 2K5. Now, everybody has their preferences on what they like, but whether you like it or not, Backbreaker is the future of football gaming and sports gaming in general. I mean, that's whether you like it or not, just to be honest. Now, if this company, Natural Motion, is able to put out more editions of this game and refine the flaws, then Madden will become obsolete, to be honest. The only reason people play Madden still is because of NFL license and playing with their favorite teams, and because everybody buys it. Madden, I liken it to getting an iPhone, or Jordans, back when Jordan was playing. You want to be popular. I mean, your friends have it, so you want to play them in it. That's basically why people play Madden. I mean, it's nostalgic. It's a habit. You go out to midnight releases every year and pick it up. So basically, those are some of the reasons that people still play Madden. Just think about this. Think about just like, I think the Jordan 10s, you can look them up on the internet. The Jordan 10s were some of the ugliest Jordans ever. But when they actually hit the streets, I wanted them because they were Jordans. I mean, and I think that's the same thing with Madden. No matter how bad it plays, it comes out every year. It has great marketing. EA markets the hell out of that game because it's his cash cow. And people go out and buy it. I mean, every game has its flaws, because humans make games and humans aren't perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. But for Madden to have some of the same consistent problems is disgraceful to the consumer. Natural Motion fixed more in one patch than Madden has in 3 games. Y'all need you to marinate on that for a second. And we're talking gameplay, not features, not towels, not helmets, gameplay. So, in the end, it ultimately boils down to your preference. The things that happen in Madden don't ruin it for the football side, fine. I mean, in the description, I'll put some videos of why the flaws ruin it for me. Just a personal preference. But here are some of the things that ruin Backbreaker for me. Just to be unbiased. I believe that Natural Motion is the future, and that there are still areas that need addressing for it to overtake Madden and compete in sales. One of those things that's always a hot topic, especially on the Backbreaker forum, is the guide mode camera view. Now, let me say this. It does not need to be the main camera, but it needs to be an option for them to sell more games. To me, the camera that they have is fine, to be honest. Presentation. We've grown accustomed to 2K5, 2K8, and all the games out here now that provide presentation with the game. So after a few hours of great hits and great gameplay, Backbreaker becomes a little stale, just to be real. Online franchise, and I've mentioned this to Ty Gibbs and Hopefully in Backbreaker 2 they will implement it, or something to where it brings everybody online. They can play in online leagues. The weightlessness, or the RIP animation like people are calling it, players need more lower body weight so they don't just fall away in that position and just fall over like crash dummies. It's like they need to be anchored. I mean, I don't know what it needs to be, because it's something technical that they would have to fix, but players need to be weighted down to where a 300-pound person doesn't go flying like he weighs 50 pounds. Also, friendly fire. It needs to be removed almost altogether, or they need a more weighted collision detection for teammates. There should be no reason for you to run into somebody and it's like, run into your own teammate and it's like you got hit by a Mack truck. There's no reason. There's no, explanation for that. Although collisions do happen from teammates, and especially if you're looking where you're going, it is a big collision, but it's not like you got hit by a car. Now, if those things are addressed, then we've got competition back in the market, and that makes for a better product. If you look at NBA Elite and NBA 2K11, they're going at it. You know why? They're trying to outdo each other. With Madden having no competition, they basically can put out crap every year and people will buy it. I mean, you see that for the last 5-6 years. They can put out crap and people will still buy it. But if Backbreaker, is able to fix some of those things, they don't have to release a game every year. So let's just say Backbreaker comes back in 2012. And some of these things are, because they have time to perfect the game, and with the community helping them of what we want to see in the game, they are listening. So it ultimately will get done because the unscripted gameplay is there. So for all of you that enjoy Madden, enjoy your little probably like last 2 years of Madden, because to be honest, if they don't get a new engine or they don't get physics in the game, it will be gone once Natural Motion gets all the ducks in a row. And let's just say this: I used to play Madden, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. But some of the things that were not addressed and still not being addressed in their game are still prevalent. It's time to put the sticks down on Madden, to be honest. And I don't want to take up too much of your time, so I'm gonna close this video out in a second. But like I said in the beginning, most people who enjoy football over video games enjoy Backbreaker, and that's just pretty much a true statement from what my observations on forums, videos. People who enjoy football enjoy Backbreaker. That's just the bottom line. Now, some of the things, like I said, every game has flaws, so we can help them remove those flaws. Like the weightlessness, that needs to be addressed. Friendly fire needs to be addressed. And I'm pretty sure that they could do that in Backbreaker 2. Because if you're on the Backbreaker forums, Tide responds, and it seems like they're doing everything in their power to make the best quality football game possible. Alright? To the average consumer or the average video game player that tried Backbreaker as opposed to Madden, you have to understand that Backbreaker has a learning curve. And you've been playing Madden, and it provides a certain level of comfort. You can see the whole field. Football is hard, and Backbreaker replicates that. Most people who've never played football don't understand that it's hard, and that's the reason why Backbreaker got some of the scores that it did. I think the people who tried it out realized that they couldn't do some of the things that they get away with in Madden, like standing in the pocket 10 seconds or running 12 yards behind the line of scrimmage and then just throwing a bomb. Those things are less prevalent in Backbreaker, because Backbreaker is a harder game to learn. It has a learning curve, And most people didn't like that. That's why one of the reasons why I say people who enjoy football will gravitate towards Backbreaker, because you understand that football is a hard sport. Now Madden provides that level of comfort. People are comfortable with it, so they go back to what they know. But shout out to all the people out there who support Backbreaker and Natural Motion. I support Backbreaker and Natural Motion because I understand what it means for the market. I understand what it means for competition. I understand what it means for football. I understand what it means for physics-based gaming. Now, like I said, every game has flaws, so they will need to remove some of the weightlessness and things that don't really denote physics or gravity, as people are saying. People flying all over the field. They will need to address that, and I believe that they will, because Natural Motion is listening to the community and making changes. Like I said, they've done more in a patch than Madden has in the last 3 games. So, like I said, shout out to all the people out there who support Backbreaker and understand what it means, what its appearance means, what a Natural Motion means to the market. So, shout out to you, man. And y'all know everybody who you are. I'm not going to sit up here and name names. You know who you are if you're supporting Backbreaker and you understand what is really going on. Alright? Peace.